Hello everyone. So today in this video we are going to study about the external genitalia of female reproductive system. So the heading would be external genitalia. Okay. So in female reproductive system, vulva represents the external genitalia. So in female reproductive system, this vulva मैं कैपिटल में लिख देता हूं. Vulva जैसे मेल reproductive system में penis represents the external genitalia. In female reproductive system, vulva represents external genitalia. Okay, vulva represents external genitalia. So in vulva there is a depression. In vulva, in the diagram you will see, in vulva there is a depression which is known as a vestibule. Suppose if we want to draw vulva, then this is the depression in vulva, like this. This is the depression in vulva. This depression is known as vestibule. So we can write that, write it over here. Vulva vestibule is the depression in vulva. Okay, vestibule is the depression in vulva. Now in this vestibule, suppose if this is vestibule, this is vestibule. Okay, so there is this is a depression. This vestibule is having two openings. Two types of openings are present in this vestibule. One opening is this. This is one opening and this is another opening. This is another opening of vestibule. This opening is urethral opening. This is urethral opening, and the lower one is vaginal opening. Okay, the lower one is vaginal opening, and this vaginal opening is partially covered with a layer of a fibrous connective tissue, and this is covered with hymen. This layer is known as hymen, which partially covering the opening of vagina. This is vaginal opening. Now in this vestibule is surrounded by two types of lips which are known as vaginal lips. This is one type of lip. Okay, this is one type of lip which is surrounding the vagina, and the another is this. So these are the two types of lips which are surrounding the vaginal opening. This vestibule. This outer lip is known as labia majora, and this inner lip is known as labia minora. Okay. This is known as this lower inner this blue colored lip is known as labia minora, and this upper lip is known as labia majora. Now at the tip of vestibule this at the tip of vestibule, there is a Solon structure like this. This is a Solon structure which is present at the tip of vestibule, and it is covered with labia minora like this. The tip of the vestibule is covered with labia minora like this, and at the tip of vestibule there is a highly erectile connective tissue. This is a highly erectile connective tissue, and the name of this highly erectile connective tissue is clitoris. Okay, this highly erectile connective tissue is known as clitoris. Okay, now there are two types of gland in this vestibule. One are these two glands. These are two glands, and another two glands are also present. These are another two glands which are present at the peripheral position of the vestibule, and the two small glands which are present in the middle position of the vestibule, and these are known as Bartholin's gland. Bartholin's gland, and these red ones are known as Skene glands. Okay, these are known as Bartholin's gland, and these are known as Skene gland. What are the function of this Bartholin gland? This Bartholin gland, बेटा जैसा कि function हमने देखा था Cowper's gland का, the function of Cowper's gland is to produce mucus. These Bartholin glands also produce mucus. Okay, this Bartholin glands also produce mucus. So here we can write that Bartholin glands, we can say that Bartholin glands are homologous to the Cowper's glands in the male reproductive system. The Bartholin glands are similar in function with the Cowper's gland in the male reproductive system. Similarly, the Skene glands are similar to the prostate gland of male reproductive system. And this clitoris is made up of, it is highly erectile connective tissue. This clitoris, you can say that this clitoris is homologous to the penis of male reproductive system. You can write that it is similar to penis of male reproductive system. So this is the entire external genitalia of female reproductive system, and this complete structure is known as vulva. Okay, so this is urethral opening and this is vaginal opening. Very important to note, in a female reproductive system the genital opening and urethral opening are different, but in male reproductive system the urethra and sperms come out through the same tube which is known as urinogenital duct. But here the fetus will, or the gametes, whatever, the reproductive tract is of different opening and urethral tract is of different opening. This is very important to note. Draw this very carefully. After that we will start another concept. So beta, I hope you all have written that, drawn that external genitalia. Now we are going to start very important thing, mammary gland. Okay, we are going to start mammary gland in female reproductive system or in female body. The mammary gland are commonly known as breast. Okay, the mammary gland are commonly known as breast. Okay, they are compound glands, and the mammary glands in the human female body or in the body of mammals is the modification of sweat glands. So they are modified स्वेट ग्लैंड्स। वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट बेटा, हमारी बॉडी में जो स्वेट ग्लैंड्स होते हैं, मेमोरी ग्लैंड इन्हीं स्वेट ग्लैंड्स का मॉडिफिकेशन होता है। तो देखिए फीमेल की बॉडी में मेमोरी ग्लैंड कुछ इस प्रकार से आपको देखने को मिलेगा। So this is the general draft of a male this is a female mammary gland. This female mammary gland is of bulging structure. Bulging means it is coming out of the body in a very protruding manner, just because this mammary gland is developed in nature. Though mammary glands are present in both male and female in the case of mammals, but the mammary glands are only developed in female, not in males. So in these mammary glands, the function of these mammary glands, they produce milk. Okay, the mammary glands produce milk. So there would be something in these mammary glands which would be producing milk. So it is like this. Okay, these are the glands in this breast. These are the glands in this breast which are producing the milk. These glands are known as lactiferous. These glands are known as lactiferous glands. Okay, these glands are known as lactiferous gland. Now the duct of lactiferous gland will enter into this region. What is this region and what is this region? We will come to know. The duct of lactiferous gland will come to in this region. This is the duct of lactiferous gland. This is the duct of lactiferous gland, and in this region there is a little bit swelling. There is a little bit swelling in the duct, and this will open here like this. There is a little bit swelling and it will open. Okay, like this. So this swelling in the duct of lactiferous gland in this region, this is known as ampulla, and this is the opening of duct. Okay, but as I have said that the mammary gland in case of female are of bigger size, just because due to the deposition of fat. There is a deposition of fat between these mammary glands, these lactiferous glands. There is a deposited fat deposition. This is fat deposition in the mammary gland or breast between these lactiferous glands. That's why they are of bulging structure. Now the last part of this mammary gland is divided into two parts, this and this. This part is known as areola. This is known as areola, and this button like or protruding structure, this is known as nipple. This is known as the nipple of mammary gland. This nipple is highly sensitive. This nipple is highly sensitive, and this areola is of pink or brown color. This areola is of pink or brown color, and it is also highly sensitive. It is also highly sensitive. What I have said, that this mammary gland produces milk. These lactiferous glands are actually milk producing gland. They synthesize, these glands synthesize milk in the female breast. Okay, so this is the complete structure of mammary glands in the female body. Note it down very carefully.